I love that you're trying to be humble, but doing 95% of your stunts on film, that's a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially with the physicality that you bring to all of your roles in some iconic franchises. I really want you to delve deeper into the preparation for that, even prior to shooting, and the toll that that takes on your body.
Yeah, okay. So this one was probably definitely the most intense training that I've done just because there were so many different elements to it. You know, when it came to like the underwater sequences, I worked with a military diver and was able to, spend a lot of time in, dive tanks, and work through stressful underwater situations, weapon malfunctions, equipment malfunctions, just really preparing, myself for any and everything that could go wrong underwater. Anytime you do any underwater stunts, it's just that much more dangerous. So that was a lot on me. Tactical training, you know, a lot of explosions. Getting tossed and blown up. Uh, uh, what else? The fire. The car was really intense. So I think me and my trainer Corey, we really try to look at the character, and we train for, how that character would live. Working with a lot of military, contractors and Marines and SEALs, and really like going through a lot of the daily routines when it comes to like working out. So a lot of calisthenics, weight training, weapons training, hand to hand combat training. Uh, yeah, months out, just starting to mentally and physically prepare for that. And, it took a toll, at the end of it. I was a little banged up and bruised. I was, one of the few highlights of, I guess the slowdown period of like the quarantine was like able to like really rest my body and to really like, get back healthy. So yeah, I'm definitely the healthiest I've been in a long time.
Is one of the things that I appreciate the most about your journey through your career is you really breaking barriers and portraying these characters, especially now with this new potential franchise that Hollywood is most envisioned only for white leads. And I really want to speak to you about the intentionality behind that throughout your career, but also too, you do some great work behind the scenes. So I just want you to elaborate on that a little bit more.
I think earlier on, it was definitely, something that, I spoke about, you know, as far as, roles I wanted to go after, roles that, I wanted to, make inherently like black, if I wanted to play, roles that, Leo, were playing and Tom Cruise and, and actors that play characters that are just characters. There's no bias when the character is being created or written. And I think that was like my approach earlier on, because when I step into a character, when I portray it, when I put myself into that position, you know, this is going to be this. You know what I'm saying? That's what's coming out. You know what I mean? So to be sometimes, like I said, writers, sometimes can write for stereotypes, and you get a lot of stereotypical roles. So that was my way of reverse engineering that. So I think as time goes on, you start to it is what it is. I continue to play roles that I feel um, that I feel you know it's not just you're a black actor. Why is it black? Why can't just an actor? You know what I'm saying? Like there's things that I kind of want to just start dissolving that line in the sand. You know what I'm saying? In my own type of way. I think that approach was what I started to do earlier on, and now being able to like produce, create my own production company. Have more of a say when it comes in the hiring, of other positions, just not in front of the camera, but behind the camera as well. It inherently starts to, create more opportunities of people of color, underrepresented groups, for jobs and positions that, they might not have, considered, and inspiring the next generation, once they see that representation that's there, it'll start to influence maybe some decisions of, you see more, women DPs or, directors or writers, different, departments throughout a movie set, executives. So it's just, playing chess, growing up, just strategically moving pieces on the board, and also trying to have some fun along the way. So it's been a cool journey so far.
Thank you so much. And I appreciate you continuing to push barriers in the industry. I really appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. No problem.